What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Week 10 NFL 2016 Thursday Night Football recap. And the first question I'm going to ask all you guys is, should Hugh Jackson be fired? Now, if you were able to stomach any of this game, you, like myself, would have thrown up in your mouth a couple times, but you still managed to get through because it's the football, and we love football. You know what it is? So, that's where we're going to start. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Hugh Jackson, I was on his side for trying to give him another chance, and I understand that you're looking for a spark. But Cody Kessler wasn't playing too bad, in my opinion. And for him to bench him after the first drive in the second half looking for a spark, now I'm looking for a spark. I want a fucking... Listen, this guy needs to be fired, okay? I'm going to tell you why Hugh Jackson needs to be fired. You need consistency. We already spoke about, the AFC North and how, the coaching carousel, and they've been firing every coach and stuff like that, and they are looking for consistency. So if you're looking for consistency as a coach, your coach should have consistency. There was no reason for him to bench Cody Kessler, in my opinion. It was 13-7. The game got completely out of hand. Josh McCown is a bum. We all know that. He's had good games in the past. I understand that. But that's not the issue that I have. The issue that I have is that the game is close, and you're looking like you can actually compete, which is something that we haven't seen from the Browns. So why would you make a change then? Why not wait to see what happens? Because your offense is not good anyway. You know what I'm saying? Your best receiver is a quarterback in Terrell Pryor. The whole team is trash. Why are you doing... I understand experimentation and it's a struggle, and you have to do different things to get different results. I understand that. Because if you do the same thing with the same result, then, that's what is that? Be insane or something like that? I forgot how that saying goes. You know what I'm talking about, guys and girls. But this is my situation. The game got completely out of hand. 3 and outs, interceptions, blah, 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 all this stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens are a different team when Steve Smith plays. And Steve Smith, man, God bless that guy. That guy's, he's going straight to the Hall of Fame. I don't want to hear nobody tell me he's not going to the Hall of Fame. I've already gotten to several arguments with people that said that Steve Smith is not a Hall of Famer. That little mother effer, bro, is one of the toughest, roughest wide receivers ever. I just wanted to say that. Mike Wallace, if you have him in fantasy, some days he gives you good stuff, whatever like that. Congratulations to Perriman on the touchdown. But this is more about the Browns, because they're going to probably go 0-16. I don't give a F what Kursky or whoever they're saying is saying. Jamie Collins played well also. I liked what I saw from him inside blitzes, outside blitzes. I'm trying to give them as much compliments as possible before I dig into Hugh Jackson, because the thing about me is this. If something is working, why mess with it? Now, we all make mistakes. Granted, I've done things, I've changed stuff up in the past when things were fine to see what happens, and, things don't usually go better all the time because you already know what the best case scenario is for the Browns, right? So why would you put Josh McCown back in? You see what I'm saying? If Cody Kessler's keeping the game tight at 13-7, why would you then go ahead and put another quarterback in and change all the momentum, change everything that's going on? See, in life, you can do different things to change up with your regular routine that doesn't, fully affect everyone around you. But this decision right here affected the entire team, because Kessler made some great throws, specifically to Pryor, over the top. And Terrell Pryor was really doing Jimmy Smith hard in the mouth. I really like him as a wide receiver. I hope he continues to get better, because it looks like he's been playing wide receiver forever. That's the one positive light I can see being a Browns fan. But I really just don't understand what this guy was doing. If somebody can explain to me exactly what Hugh Jackson was doing, because it seems like he's trying to get fired. And it just doesn't make any sense. Because you got a guy like Steve Smith out there. You know that Steve Smith's going to be open no matter what. That dude is always open. He's the primary reason early in Cam Newton's career that Cam Newton was a little bit more stable, because he was always a guy you could go to. I don't care about him being 5'9". The man is very, very strong. He takes his job very seriously. He's playing on a bum ankle and playing better than some of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, this guy, Steve Smith is overrated, all that stuff. I'm just trying to make sure, because I'm trying to be fair on both sides. I know I got Ravens fans that watch my podcast, and I'm trying to give you guys the bright. I'm going to get to the Ravens in a second. Just let me finish. Hugh Jackson really got me upset last night, guys. I'm really, really upset. And as you know, at GmiasWorld, I'm going to give you me. I'm not going to give you all the other stuff that everybody, I'm going to give you what I feel. That's why you guys listen to me. That's what I'm going to always give you. And that's why you guys subscribe, and you guys are here right now. And if you're not subscribed, you should go ahead and press that subscribe button. But Hugh Jackson making mistakes like this is detrimental to the players' morale and overall for the Browns. Because the Baltimore Ravens have been struggling, okay? Granted, it's been without Steve Smith. Steve Smith is back. There's going to be some problems going on. But they have been struggling. So if you're in the game, keep in mind, at one point, wasn't it, I think it was 7-3, right? I think it was 7-3 at one point. Keep in mind, with the way that they've been playing, if you leave Cody Kessler in there, it's a possibility you don't lose 28-7. The game doesn't get out of hand. You don't get blown out. I can actually state that that's a high possibility that doesn't happen if they leave Cody Kessler in. And why wouldn't you just wait and possibly start Josh McCown in another game? You see what I'm saying? Like, doing a switch like that, looking for a spark, when this is a contender in your division, that doesn't make any sense. If you want to experiment at the beginning of another game, and then he's like, yeah, I never said that Cody Kessler was a starter for the year. Yeah, you said that it was RG Knee, a guy that's been getting injured all his life, and that's who you bet all your cards on. So, you know, it's a situation where I was feeling like they shouldn't fire him because they've had no consistency. They haven't had any consistency with the Browns organization for a long time. They started putting up stats like they're the only team that's always been under 500. Craziness like that they were doing during the game. And I'm looking at it like, what the heck? This team is garbage. You know what I'm saying? And then you do things like that to further show why this keeps on happening. And I have a major issue with that because it's not about, you got diehard fans. Regardless of how bad your team is, I come across diehard fans all the time because I'm always talking football in the bar, in the barbershop, everywhere. And I come across diehard fans. I don't feel that it's fair that these things happen like that when your team has a chance. Let's go back to the Pete Carroll in the Super Bowl. When you throw that pick to Malcolm Butler, like, why are you not giving it to Marshawn Lynch? That affects history. That is very stupid decision making. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know how that offensive coordinator is still there for Seattle and Marshawn Lynch had to retire because it was just too crazy. That was so dumb. It was so dumb. And these simple decisions affect individuals' lives so drastically. That's why I choose not to be a fan of any team and just enjoy the sport. You know what I'm saying? Because you're relying on other human beings that don't have your best interest in mind. Because it could be infants. I have young kids that watch games, bro, with me, and they make better decisions than some of these offensive coordinators and head coach. Like, what would you do? And they would state what they would do before the play is done, and they actually make sense. A baby that's still saying goo goo gaga would have known to give the ball to beast mode where they were in that play with the Seattle Seahawks in that Super Bowl where they lost. Granted, it made Malcolm Butler a star. He's not really playing as well right now, but I don't really care about that. God bless him and God bless the money that he was able to get. But I'm just telling you this right now. When you make decisions like Hugh Jackson made last night, I'm done with him. I think he should be fired. If they go 0-16, let me just say that. Don't fire him if they don't go 0-16. No, fire him anyway. Yo, he pissed me off. Fire him anyway. Whatever. It doesn't really, he probably won't get another job. All right, keep him for one more season. And then fire him during the middle of the season. Like, this guy's just so stupid. I don't know where I am with this guy, bro. It doesn't make any sense what he was doing. But let me touch on the Ravens real quick. Joe Flacco, we've been looking for the Joe Flacco of old. I don't know if we could say we actually got him back yesterday, but he played pretty well. He had a scare with his knee brace last week. He's fine. He's able to move around. I don't think he'll ever play to that potential that got him the Super Bowl and got him all that money. But like I said, he deserved it when he played like that, and they had to break the bank to pay him. I hope that he figures out a way to get back to where he is because I know a lot of diehard Ravens fans that would love to see it. The Ravens, maybe. I think the Ravens are a contender right now. Suggs is looking a lot healthier. He lost some weight, looks good. Steve Smith, he's playing on a bum ankle. If he's able to, give them enough with Mike Wallace and Perriman, I think they have enough offensive weapons to stretch the field. They got a decent run game. It's going to be all on Joe Flacco not making bad decisions. We saw him overthrow Steve Smith for an interception yesterday. So we still know that Flacco is in him, that Joe Flacco and not the Flacco. But I really do, that North, that AFC, I don't think the Steelers are where they should be right now, if that makes sense. I think the Steelers are very inconsistent. I got more to see when they play the Cowboys this week. I'll get back to you guys with my opinion on them after that, if they're able to pull something out against the Cowboys. But looking at this division, I really like Baltimore to win out in the end. I don't know why I'm saying that right now, but just looking at their keys and their targets and their potential and their weapons, it's possible that the Ravens might win out in the AFC North. You let me know what you're thinking about it. Definitely subscribe. iHeartRadio, iTunes, Android. GmiasWorld is everywhere. Thank you, guys. one left.